Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video, and hope you guys are having a great day so far. And today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing is we're going to be going over 8 ways that Treyarch and Call of Duty can pretty much improve on the whole blackout system, and the way that blackout will pretty much be better. There's been a couple of bugs and a couple of problems that people have been noticing, and we're going to be covering those 8 things that they can pretty much do to make the game more fun and exciting. So before we go any further, please remember, if you guys are brand new here and would like to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so and hit that notification bell. And if you do going to enjoy the video, do not forget to drop a like. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So starting off here, our number 1 spot, we're going to go over that they need to pretty much change up the whole armor system. Now, it says here, it became apparent pretty quickly that armor was going to cause issues in Blackout. And over the course of the beta week, it proved to be one of the biggest talking points. On top of people with level 3 armor being incredibly difficult to kill, the random element of finding decent armor could determine whether you'd win or lose a game, discouraging some players from fighting one another for fear of damaging their armor for the late game. One solution for the problem is to increase the volume of armor available for players to carry an extra piece to use during the later stages of the game. Others have suggested removing it entirely. Now, pretty much what they say here is you can either pretty much just say screw armor. Once you start getting shot, it's like you pretty much get your 150 health, no 200 or 250 health or whatever. They don't want that. Or they can pretty much make it to where you can get like stack more and more. So like in Fortnite, how you can stack 3 medkits and like 3 big shields, a bunch of minis. They kind of want the same kind of, the whole like same armor system inside of Blackout. And if you guys are actually curious where I'm getting all this info at, I'll leave a link to the website down in the description to the article that you guys can go ahead and read everything for yourself if you like. But getting on to our number 2 spot, I'm going to go ahead and say here, it says fixed looting systems. Now it says here the RNG of Battle Royale games has always been one of its key components. And while we're not suggesting that none of the loot should be random, there should be fixed areas while you're not guaranteed to find something of use. There is nothing worse than looting a house and finding just a few health packs and nothing to fight with, forcing a dangerous search in the next location. Now, pretty much what they mean is you go into a house, all you find is bandages, and just like maybe you might find a gun, maybe you'll just find a bunch of ammo. They pretty much saying, give us like a better looting system to where maybe there's a gun in every single house, or there's a gun in at least outside. So if it's an area that Treyarch kind of depicts that, oh, maybe 3 or 4 people will land here, maybe put 2 guns there, that way somebody's going to have to eventually die, or something like that. Going into our number 3 spot, drop with a pistol. Now, what they're saying here is the games were kind of going too quickly. Whenever it was at the 80 people, and then they kind of moved it up higher in the amount of people, we would go from like 80 people to 40 people in maybe like less than 2 seconds, because somebody would get a gun and it would just be complete chaos. Everybody would just start killing each other immediately. So it says here, continuing on from point number 2, when you land and cannot find a weapon immediately, it can often lead to a very quick death at the hands of someone who landed first. Dropping with a pistol would at least allow you to defend yourself while you find a better weapon. While dropping without a weapon is a common practice in most BR games, it doesn't mean it has to be the same for Blackout. Getting on to our number 4 spot, improved inventory and loot system for the console. Now, if you guys do not know what they're talking about, pretty much on PC, if you walk over something, literally most people use like F or maybe like their mouse, like so you can just tap 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 and you automatically pick up what you need. On console, it's very different. It's like you literally have to go over and hold square constantly, and like it's like that maybe 0.2 seconds for it to actually to auto pick up. If they would put like an auto pickup system, kind of like how Fortnite does now, that would be a little bit better, because right now we have to like literally hold square constantly over every single thing. PC, it's just tap 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 and like you can pick up a bunch of things. It says here PC players have the luxury of being able to look through their inventory with a mouse, but for console players the experience was less than clear and ended up being rather clunky. The swipe through system just wasn't efficient enough, especially when trying to either outrun the circle or ensure that you're not in the open for too long and avoid enemy fire. The option to use block system similar to the PC version would make for more sense than what is currently available. Getting onto our number 5 spot, drop just the weapon, not the attachments. Now, I 100,000,000% agree with this little thing here, because I was so mad whenever I saw that you cannot do that. Pretty much whenever you get a gun and you go to actually put on a whole bunch of attachments and then you find a better gun and you want to go ahead and keep those attachments, you pretty much have to go into your inventory, take off all the attachments, pick up the gun you want, then you got to put them all back on. It is not worth it. It's just so boring. And it says here, one of the more frustrating elements of the weapon swapping was being unable to drop just your gun and not everything attached to it. Considering how difficult it is to find different equipment such as scopes, it seemed odd that if you dropped and pick up a new weapon, you lose all of it unless you physically took it off beforehand. Coming into our number 6 spot, animated victory screen featured kill cam. Now it just says here, the victory screen seemed a little dull after what it was often quite a dramatic game. Implementing a multi-view kill cam would allow the 2 players left to understand what happened and add something special after winning. So as you guys know, in Fortnite, after the 2 people are dueling and one person kills the other person, that's your victory. Nobody really knows how did you kill him, or we pretty much had to wait for so many months until the whole replay system came in to effect. Pretty much what they're saying is, in Blackout, go ahead right off the start, put in the whole like 2v2, so pretty much as we're watching, we can see both players like side by side their perspectives, and then after the main person who wins gets that kill, the loser can go back and actually watch and see what happens. So it's kind of like the way how Call of Duty multiplayer has kill cams. They pretty much want that in Battle Royale version as well. Coming on to our number 7 spot, data on how much you hit someone. Now in Fortnite, as you know, it's kind of hard to see whenever you're starting out because you're not really looking close enough. But eventually, what it is you guys can actually see how much damage you do. So like shotguns, now they only do like 9-10 damage. Now you guys can actually see that they're hitting like maybe 50 shots, 60 shots. ARs are hitting like 30 shots. Blackout, what they need to put that in as well. So it's not like you're shooting someone and all you're seeing is just hit marker, hit marker, hit marker, and you don't really know how much damage you're getting. It'd be a lot better if they did have that. What it says on here is one of Fortnite's features that Treyarch should consider taking notes from is the notification of how much damage you're dealing when you hit your opponent. It would allow Blackout players to have a better idea of whether to push someone or hide, because they'd have a rough idea of how much they've been hit. It might seem like that's too easy, but with bullets from the same range dealing with different amounts of damage, seemingly at random, it actually helps provide some balance. Getting onto our number 8 spot, distance in the kill feed. It says here, this is a purely vain, ego-driven addition, but being able to see how far away you were when you kill someone in the kill feed would feel great. It would also be good to know that your opponent is fully aware of the fact that you used to snipe them halfway across the map. That is really funny, but what it pretty much is saying is Fortnite has their whole thing with 200 meters. PUBG also has the same thing. Battle Royale games, they all kind of do that. But the thing they need to understand is we had to wait for how long in Fortnite just to get that back, just to actually see how long of a snipe you hit, or to see all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty sure Blackout they're going to start off slow here at the beginning. I don't think they're going to put everything in right away. They're probably going to wait till like probably December, January till they actually start looking at the stuff and really putting the stuff into the game, just to make it a little bit better. But that's all I kind of got for you guys in this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, do not forget to hit that like button. And also, if there's any other kind of video ideas you guys have for me to post, leave those in the comments. Do not forget, if you guys do enjoy the content that I'm posting on this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell. It's always much appreciated if you did so. Remember, if you guys want to check out my sponsors, they are down in the description, as well as my social medias. My Instagram, my Twitter is both down there. So if you guys want to hit me with a follow on both of those, feel free. But without further, guys, been your boy Dina Hype. Catch you guys next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace!